Fiber optic cable is a network cable that contains strands of glass fibers inside an insulated casing. They are designed for long-distance, high-performance data networking and telecommunications. Compared to wired cables like twisted pair and coaxial cables, fiber optic cables provide higher bandwidths and transmit data over longer distances. Fiber optic cables support much of the world's internet, cable television, and telephone systems. Fiber optic cable consists of one or more strands of glass, each only slightly thicker than a human hair. The center of each strand is called the core, which provides a pathway for light to travel. The core is surrounded by a layer of glass called cladding that reflects light inward to avoid loss of signal and allows the light to pass through bands in the cable. The cladding is then covered with coating to encapsulate one or more optical fibers, providing protection from physical damage. It's also encased by strengthening fiber to enhance the protection for inner components and cable jacket to further protect the inner components. The two primary types of optical fiber cables are single mode and multi-mode. Single mode fiber uses extremely thin glass strands and a laser to generate light, while multimode optical fiber cables use light emitting diodes or LEDs. A single mode fiber is a fiber featuring a small light carrying core of about 9 micrometers in diameter. For reference, a human hair is closer to 100 micrometers. The core is surrounded by a cladding that brings the overall diameter of the optical fiber to 125 micrometers. Multimode optical fibers have larger cores that guide many modes simultaneously. They have larger core diameter, typically 50 to 100 micrometers, much larger than the wavelengths of the light carried in it. Because of the large core, multimode fiber has higher light gathering capacity than single mode fiber. In practical terms, the larger core size simplifies connections and also allows the use of lower cost electronics such as light emitting diodes or LEDs and vertical cavity surface emitting lasers. Now let's see the difference between optical fiber cables with twisted pair cables and coaxial cables. In terms of the material used for signal transmission, twisted pair cable and coaxial cables are copper-based cables protected by insulating and shielding materials. They both transmit television, telephone, and data through electrical signals, whereas fiber optic cables use light over a glass fiber to transmit similar types of signals. They have a glass core that allows light signals to carry data from one device to another. This is what makes them far superior to other Ethernet cables. In twisted pair cables, the noise immunity is low, and coaxial cables have higher noise immunity than twisted pair cables, whereas optical fiber has highest noise immunity as the light rays are unaffected by the electrical noise. Twisted pair cables and coaxial cables can be affected by due to external magnetic field. However, optical fiber is not affected by the external magnetic field. Regarding cable prices, fiber optic cable is more expensive than copper cable due to its high performance and capacity. The performance difference is much higher with fiber optics than twisted pair and coaxial cables. They provide wider bandwidth, faster speed, and higher frequencies. That means fiber optic cables have a bandwidth up to 4700 MHz and a transmission signal up to 200 gigabits per second with a travel distance of up to 80 kilometers, which means that fiber optic cables have by far better speed and bandwidth. Attenuation in fiber optic cable is very low to none. In terms of installation and maintenance, while fiber optic cables are far better than the other two, they are not as popular or commonly used as twisted pair or coaxial cables. Fiber optics are faster and more reliable, but because of their glass core, they are also more difficult to install and maintain. Now let's see the 10 common applications of optical fiber cables. The first one is computer networking. Whereas most fiber optics are installed to support long-distance connections between cities and countries, some residential internet providers have invested in extending their fiber installations to suburban neighborhoods for direct access by households. This service can provide gigabit internet speeds to households. To connect multiple computers in a single building in computer networking, nearby structures becomes way much faster along with the use of fiber optic cables. This cable helps us to transfer huge file and any information quickly across networks. Number two, it's used in medical, in surgery and dentistry. Fiber optic cables are used in the area of medicine as well as used in biomedical research and microscopy. Optical communications play a vital role in the endoscopy, like as an intensive surgical. In this technique, a small bright light is used to get light up surgery area internal to the human body. Fiber optic cables are also used as imaging tools, light guide, and also as lasers for getting help to surgeries. A third, it's used in decorations and lighting systems. Fiber optic cable is the best option for lighting decorations and illuminating Christmas trees. It offers very easier, attractive, and affordable solutions for lighting projects for celebrating festivals, birthdays, parties, and so on. So the area of decorative lighting, the use of fiber optics is getting more popularity over the years. And fourth, it's used in mechanical inspections. Fiber optic cable can also be used into inspection of hard to reach areas like as on-site inspection, pipes, and other engineering works. Fiber optic cable allows to detect any crack, damage, leakage fastly and easily in the plumbing system. Fifth, it's used for cable TVs and cable internet. Over many years, optical fiber cables are mostly used in cable television due to their speed and price. Fiber optic cables are best solution for using in high definition televisions because they provide fastest speed with higher bandwidths. And six, it's used in automotive industries. Fiber optic cables offer lighting and safety advantages of present-day vehicle, and it's mostly used in lighting in both areas of vehicle, interior and exterior. Because fiber optic cable is able to transmit signals in between all different parts of vehicle at fastest rates. Seventh, it's used in military and aerospace. Fiber optic cables have the ability to transmit data along with high security in aerospace and military applications. At present day, fiber optic cable gets to make a sturdy and robust communication medium that helps us to create wirings in airplanes, hydrophones for seismic and sonar purposes. 8. It's used in telephone. To make call domestically or internationally has never been so easy, but with the help of optical fiber communication technology, you are capable to make and receive call with clear conversations without getting lag on either side. 9. It is used in internet. Fiber optic cables are capable to transmit data at very high speed, so optical fiber communication technology is mostly used for internet cabling. The 10th and the last one is it's used in remote sensing. Fiber optic cables are widely used as sensors for measuring temperature, pressure, and strain. Fiber optic cables are very helpful for sensing because they don't need electricity in a remote area. Now let's see the fiber optic cable connectors. An optical fiber connector joins optical fibers and enables quicker connection and disconnection than splicing. There are many different types of fiber optic connectors, so choosing the correct one can be confusing. Think of it this way. If terminating RG6 coax, you could use an F, SMA or BNC connector depending on your installation requirements. Similarly, choosing the right type of fiber optic connector depends on the equipment and type of optical fiber you are installing. There are quite different styles of connectors. However, for networking and audio video, the three popular styles are LC, SC, and ST. LC and SC tend to be the most commonly used styles today. ST connectors are seeing more limited usage. SC or standard connector, or sometimes called subscriber connector or square connector, is simple, rugged and low-cost connector which uses a ceramic ferrule to deliver accurate alignment of the single mode fiber. The SC connector comes with a locking tab that enables push on or pull off operation. It's a 2.5mm snap-in connector. SC connectors are used with some styles of fiber optic extenders. It's most widely deployed in datacom and telecom applications. LC or lucent connector or little connector is a connector with 1.25mm ferrule, half the size of an SC connector. LC connectors are frequently used as their small footprint makes them ideal for high density installations. Duplex LC is comparable in size to RJ45. ST or straight tip is a 2.5mm AT&T design connector. It has a bayonet mount and a long cylindrical ferrule to hold the fiber. Most ferrules are ceramic, but some are metal or plastic. It's used in datacom. FC or ferrule connector, or sometimes called fiber channel, was one of the most popular single mode connectors for many years. It uses a 2.5mm ferrule, but some of the early ones use ceramic inside stainless steel ferrules. It's used in datacom, telecommunication, measurement equipments, and single mode lasers. MPO or MTP or multi-position optical, or sometimes called multiple fiber push on pull off, is a 12 fiber connector for ribbon cable, often called an array connector. Its main use is for pre-terminated cable assemblies and cabling systems. ESCON or Enterprise System Connector is used in IBM mainframe computers and peripherals. MTRJ or Mechanical Transfer Register Jack or Media Termination Recommended Jack is commonly used in duplex multimode connections. V45 or Volition Fiber is inexpensive duplex connector that uses no ferrule at all. It's used in datacom. Thank you very much. If the content is helpful, consider subscribing.